One. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again. Brews and Q's. As you can see in the background, I got the London game going on between the Vikings and the Saints. If you ain't been watching, it is 22-19 currently in favor of the Saints, but Minnesota is driving on down the field. So I am your man, Mr. GQ, knocking down this atomic pumpkin.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Next, I'm your boy DJ Micah B, and I'm gonna kick nigga ass, and I'm trying to keep it rolling because he all beat me in fantasy. He probably gonna beat me in fantasy today because he a hoe. But anyway,
all right, we'll find out. right now, I'm up kind of big right now, but that's just because Joe Burrow decided to actually show up and play football. So. Yeah. So for those out there in the world, currently our current fantasy game sits at with me with 68.9 points and DJ Mike B with 13 points. He had Miami's defense. I had Cincinnati's defense, which we talked about how
you talking too loud, dog.
We talked about how they were probably
you talking too loud. Shut up.
But I ended up doubling up on his points, and like I said, Joe Burrow decided to show up and play football today, but he does still have the number one quarterback in fantasy. Well, number one or number two, depending on how you want to argue it. He does have Josh Allen playing against Baltimore today. So that'll tell us a lot about how this game between the two of us is going to go today. So with all that fun and games being said, so far so good. So that tells us right off the rip that we both started off our week 4 picks with the dub because we both had Cincinnati, and Cincinnati decided to show up and show out. Unfortunately, Tua did go
very
down.
Factual.
Tua did go down with a very bad injury. The NFL, I mean, the doctor the outside consultant and doctor that does all the concussion protocol stuff was actually relieved of duty behind this whole situation, and that the NFL players investigation has launched an even more of a investigation because this now ties into what happened Sunday going into Thursday, and something ain't adding up. So be on the lookout for something like that coming down the pipe. So there is that.
Well, the fact of the matter is, Tua shouldn't have played.
Yeah.
After that hit he took on Sunday, he shouldn't have played. They should have kept him out another week. He shouldn't have played, and it's unfortunate somebody got to lose their job behind this. But I mean,
yeah.
Bro, we all saw that. We all saw the play.
I saw both plays because I saw the play I saw the play Thursday when he went down. Because as soon as because his back hit the ground and then like he backed up his head, all you see his hands go like this, and when his hands did like that, the back was locking up, and there was some other neurological things going on. We don't have time to get into the science involved in all that, but needless to say, there was a lot of neurological things happening as to why his hands essentially locked up like they did, and they had
bro, that's
him off. Because
that's like a UFC fighter. That's like a UFC fighter getting knocked out, bro. Like it was bad. I looked at him and I said, "Oh shit."
He basically lost feelings in a lot of extremities. They basically all went numb for an extended period of time until he went to the medical facility over there in Cincinnati and did before the game. Even I think it was around the third quarter. They had reported that he had complete feelings and everything. He actually was released from the hospital the same night and took the team plane back to Miami. So, prayers up to Tua. I hope the best for him.
Yeah.
And I expect to see some heads rolling, unlike the Brett Favre situation. Sorry, let me sip my beer on that.
Yeah, well, Brett Favre is trash.
Bro,
I'm tired of everybody talking about Ime Udoka. So, you know what? Instead of getting into Brett Favre, let's get to these picks because I will go off for 45 minutes.
Absolutely.
So, on Brett Favre.
Start with one of the first games on the 12 o'clock slate. We got the Cleveland Browns visiting the Atlanta Falcons. Myles Garrett has been ruled out. He was in a single car accident. It was listed that he was speeding. He was released from the hospital, but he is out for this game. Other than that, I don't recall any other significant injuries for this game, but Myles Garrett being out is a significant injury. It's an X-factor injury. But I do still think Cleveland's defense is still good enough, even without Myles Garrett. So Jadeveon Clowney, I need you to show up today and play football as well. Cleveland's defense should be enough, but the Falcons do have a couple
Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, hey, listen. The Falcons do have some offensive weapons that could make a difference in this game, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with Cleveland in this game because Nick Chubb.
Yeah, give me Cleveland. Nick Chubb is going to be more than enough against the Atlanta defense. So not even Atlanta, just an Atlanta team that's struggling.
Really, Amari Cooper, too, because Amari Cooper's about to have three games in a row where he's already been targeted at least 10 times. He's got over 100 yards.
Wait. Who's home?
Atlanta's home.
Yeah, Amari Cooper plays better on the road. Give me Cleveland. You know what time it is.
Again, so
you've already said that.
So last week we were talking about why one of these games that started at like noon didn't get flexed to a later game, and we have another one of those games that should have definitely been flexed to not necessarily Sunday night because Chiefs and Bucks is definitely Sunday night TV, but should have been flexed to a little bit later. You got the Bills visiting the Ravens. Top two quarterbacks in the NFL going head to head. The game is in Baltimore.
Wait. Pause. Say that again.
I said the top two quarterbacks.
Beautiful. Yeah, are y'all listening? I hope everybody out there listening. The top two quarterbacks. The two hottest quarterbacks in the NFL. The two best quarterbacks in the NFL. And
all I'm saying is Jalen Hurts is right behind them because I'm not going to discredit that man one bit because Jalen Hurts has been balling out too. So
well, that's the three. That's the three vying for MVP right now. So
for sure. I don't really know which direction to go in this game, but what I do know is that the Bills defense is extremely vulnerable today. They are down multiple corners. They actually signed Xavier Rhodes off the streets. Like a couple days ago. Yeah, no, because they're down like five. They had like five corners that were injured, and I believe three of them are not playing today.
Shit.
But the Ravens defense, healthy or not, their secondary is extremely vulnerable to getting burnt, i.e. look at the Miami game because they had two receivers burn that ass down the field. Gabriel Davis is slated to play today, along with, of course, Isaiah McKenzie and, of course, your boy Stephon Diggs. So offensively, the Bills have all the weapons they need to do what they got to do. Again, the question becomes, can that Bills defense slow down or keep Lamar Jackson under control? That is the thing. What's crazy about this game is I almost feel like you'd rather Lamar run more than throw.
Absolutely.
Because Lamar has been murking this year. His arm this year has been the best it's been. Granted, his arm has always been definitely above average.
Well, I mean, last year was very good too, and people just refused to see the truth.
Same with Jalen Hurts. They just didn't want to see it.
Like Lamar, Jalen Hurts too. They were both top 10 last year in throwing outside the numbers.
And you know what I'm saying? So remember, Lamar was throwing to a tight end mostly, and sometimes Hollywood Brown last year.
Yeah,
this year he's still throwing to a tight end, but Duvernay. Yeah, the homie Duvernay, man, that rookie is been killing the game too.
I'm gonna take give me the Bills. I'm gonna take the Bills.
Okay. I am going.
I know the defense. I know the defense is hurt, but they'll put up the points. They'll put up the points.
I'm gonna take the Ravens by a Justin Tucker field goal.
I hate you. That's very Hey, listen. Justin Tucker could go out there and kick a 75-yard field goal. So like that's yeah.
I feel like the offenses both have enough collective firepower to continue scoring. But one thing, if I can knock anything about Josh Allen's game, is he's prone to throw a random interception.
For some,
and that it's like they could be driving down the field, he'd be on fire, 8 for 8. All of a sudden, what? Like some random play. Justin Jefferson just scored a touchdown, and the Vikings are up again. Let's go, Kim Kirk.
Kim Kirk, that's my dog.
we both got the Vikings, and I'm trying to keep that dub going.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
that's my boy.
I think that's on Justin Jefferson's second touchdown of the NFL season so far.
Yeah, he hasn't been scoring.
Yeah. So all right, so we got that. Yeah, but like I said, with this Ravens-Bills game, I think this might have, for me personally, I am going to stamp it as the game of the weekend. Like that's gonna.
Yeah, you got to.
Like, it came down to two games for me because I also think don't sleep on this Jaguars-Eagles game because I think that has the potential to be the highest.
Oh yeah.
That has the potential to be the highest scoring game of the weekend, which is, spoiler alert, that is going to be my highest scoring game of the week is going to be Jaguars versus Eagles, but we'll get down to that when we get to that pick. We got Commanders at Cowboys, another NFC East. Don't know who's going to do what game. The Commanders are debuting these beautiful, brand new black uniforms. They called them. Now I hate that they called them the Gotham City. They look like the uniforms from like the Dark Knight. don't disrespect Batman like that. All right, Commanders, y'all are trash. Okay, Batman will beat y'all by his damn self. Okay, y'all are trash. But I digress. Sorry, I'm a Batman fanatic for those who don't know.
So who's playing quarterback for the Commanders?
You know it. Oh, give him to him, Wentz.
Oh, give it to him. That's what he do. And I'm going to take the Cowboys killer and Carson Wentz and the Commanders.
Wow. All right. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys. The game is in Dallas, and that defense is going to go ham.
Yeah, well, you know what? Wait. Hold on. Give me a second here. I didn't know they were playing in Dallas. Hold up.
Honestly, they could have been playing on Mars, and I still think the Cowboys is going to win this game. Like, that defense alone, whether they were in Washington or in Dallas, I think that defense is going to give Carson Wentz all the fits in the world.
Yeah, man, I think Taylor Heineke can win this game. I don't think Carson Wentz can. Just, you know what? Scratch that. Give me Dallas. I think Taylor Heineke can win this game. I don't think Carson Wentz can.
Fair enough.
I hope Taylor Heineke becomes the quarterback. The starting. I love Taylor Heineke. I don't.
He's
don't
not
know why. I don't know why I like Taylor Heineke. He is just a fucking fighter. I love Taylor Heineke. So yeah, but I don't like Carson Wentz. Walk it to him, Wentz. Shout out Shannon Sharp. Walk it to him.
That's why I said give it to him, because he is sure doing just that, giving it to him, because he sure love giving that ball away. All right.
So does Cooper Rush.
So we had another good game. This game I'm a little excited about, just because I feel like this team is going to rebound from last week, and you've got the Seahawks visiting the Detroit Lions. And
easy. Give me Detroit.
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit in this game. Like,
I don't gotta say a whole bunch of shit. Just give me Detroit.
If I remember correctly, DeAndre Swift is out for this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown is also out. So they are out some key players. But Josh Reynolds is playing today, and of course Jamal Williams from the former Packers running back has been with them for a while. And there's one other player I remember they were talking about, but I still think that the Lions have still just enough firepower to win this game. The game is not in Seattle, it's in Detroit, so I'm gonna give Detroit, with the home crowd, the advantage to win this game. I say they win this game by a touchdown.
I love what Detroit is doing.
I do too. Like, I really want to see Detroit win like 7 or 8 games. Like, I want to see Detroit have a slightly better season than they've had in years past.
I love them.
Just like how remember, we used to talk about the Browns, the Lions. See, the Browns, the Lions, who could just seem to never win anything. The Seahawks at one point was in this same, and Detroit. And
then the Seahawks got beast mode, and that changed. Yeah, changed everything.
Beast mode. Then they got the Legion of Boom, and then they got Russ, and then they got Tyler Lockett, and things just changed. So easy pick. This one, we're gonna see how you feeling as far as you want to pick with your heart or your head. But we got the Chargers visiting the Houston Texans, which I almost wanted to go to this game today. The tickets, the prices for this game were not bad, and I really was gonna buy it, but I don't know. I was iffy, but I really did want to go. I wanted to go to this game though.
Yeah, we'll save it for your Patriots and the Browns.
No, it's that Browns game for me.
I am going to say, wait, is whatchamacallit playing?
The
quarterback.
Yeah, Herbert's playing, but Joey Bosa is out for 8 to 10 weeks with a groin tear. So that means Khalil Mack show. Not to mention they also have Derwin James, the best safety in the league. Yeah, I said it. Boom.
I ain't gonna say he's the best safety, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's the best safety. I am going to say, after this week, the Texans will be 0-3-1.
All right, so we're on the same boat. We're both taking the Chargers.
Yeah, we'd be stupid not to take the Chargers at this point.
Because Bosa's out. Keenan Allen is also out again today, but that just means Mike Williams, Austin Eckler. Please, Austin Eckler, please come play football today. My fantasy team would appreciate it.
Well, he's been playing. His quarterback just not throwing the ball to him.
I say it when I see it.
I watched them last week, and Austin Eckler was pretty good last week. I was watching him, and I'm just like, why aren't they throwing the ball to him? So
3 minutes and 25 seconds left. Minnesota's up by 3.
My cousin on TV.
All right, another division matchup coming up here. We got the Titans visiting the Colts. Titans are 1-2 and essentially falling apart at the seams, and the Colts are 1-1, also falling apart at the seams. This is a gimme game, but the Titans are coming off of their first win of the season against the Raiders, and Derrick Henry said, "I got y'all." So now you've got Derrick Henry versus Jonathan Taylor.
He say he got y'all and I got him.
You got the Titans.
Yep.
Right.
He said I got y'all and I got him. Plain and simple.
I am gonna take the Colts for this game.
I think Derrick Henry is going to channel his CJ2K version 2, nigga. Let's go.
I am gonna take the Colts defense, giving Ryan Tannehill just enough problems to keep it moving.
Well, let's be clear here. I'm voting for Derrick Henry. I love Derrick Henry. I'm a big fan of his. I've always been, and this might be the last year of his prime, essentially. Because running backs, this is fifth year,
something like that. But it's that foot injury last year didn't help anything.
Yeah, I think this is fifth year in the NFL, so this might be like the very, very end of his prime, as far as running backs go. Because they're not made like how they used to be made. But yeah, give me Derrick Henry in the Titans. I don't believe in Matt Ryan anymore. Fuck him. He let me down too many times.
Fair enough. Still starting Michael Pittman on your fantasy team, though.
Ooh, good shit. Good shit. I'm happy you said that. Good shit. I'm playing you, though, you bastard. You just want to bet. You want to beat my best so you can talk shit, but yeah.
No, I want to beat your team at their absolute best. Next game we got on the schedule is another game specifically dedicated to you. It is the Bears visiting the Giants.
All right. And
you had the Giants had we'll say a rough game against Dallas last week, to say the least.
Started off good, ended bad.
Yeah. The Bears we don't know. We have no idea what the Bears are. David Montgomery went down, but then Khalil Herbert decided to have the game of his life against the Houston Texans last week. Saquon had a great run last week against the Cowboys. This is a legitimate flip a coin type of game. Like,
it ain't no damn flip a coin type of game. Give me the Giants. The Giants are going to win this game. It ain't no damn flip a coin kind of game. Let me tell you what this game comes down to. The Giants have Saquon. The Bears don't. That's what it comes down to. Saquon is a legit superstar in the NFL. He is legit. And I feel bad. I feel bad for Justin Fields because I'm a big OSU fan. I feel bad for Justin Fields.
I feel bad for Darnell Mooney, who can't seem to get the ball thrown to him.
Bro, I drafted Darnell Mooney so high, but Darnell Mooney's seeing all the double teams, and they double team Darnell Mooney. The game is over essentially every single week. If you double him,
yeah. Now the Giants.
That's it. You can single coverage everybody.
The Giants will be without Sterling Shepard, who was done for the year with a non-contact injury last year towards ACL, done for the year. I don't know if Kadarius Toney is going to play. I know you guys also have Kenny Golladay, who has been saying, "Hey, I'm still here," but they have just not used him the way that they intended to use him.
Kenny Golladay. Speaking of Kenny Golladay, I might go take him in fantasy this week. Kenny Golladay will come alive. Especially with Shepard gone.
And you've got I always forget his name. I almost picked him up in my money league, but somebody else picked him up. I want to say I think it's not I don't think his last name is Reynolds. I can tell you right now.
I was about to say Tony, but you already said Tony, so
no. Richie James. Sorry, Richie James for the Giants, who's actually been playing really well for them this whole season, actually. He's had 5, and 6 targets. He's caught most of his targets, and I think he hasn't broken 60 yards yet, but he has scored touchdowns. So he's basically been a pretty good safety blanket for Daniel Jones. So the question is going to become, can Daniel Jones take care of the football today? Because if he does turn the ball over against an average Bears defense, but can still get to the quarterback type of defense, then that might change this game. So I'm not going to write the Bears off, because there's things about this Bears team that are still good. It's just offensively, I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'm going to say it just like I said on the podcast in season 1. I'm going to say it again. Pay attention to this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the move. How do you turn the Bears around? One coach, one name. His name is Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy needs to be the coach of this team.
Eric Bieniemy is not leaving Kansas City, bro.
Hey, if a head coaching job comes up, he should have already been a head coach in this league. I'm just saying.
I would have hired him last year for the Texans.
Listen, all I'm saying is Justin Fields needs an offensive innovator style head coach, and that's Eric Bieniemy. Now, the only thing that would keep Eric Bieniemy in Kansas City is if Andy Reid said, "Listen, man, I'm gonna retire in like another season or two." He said it like 3 years ago, and he's gonna take the reins once he retires. That's the only way I can see Eric Bieniemy.
So that's what I'm saying. We don't know if that conversation has happened.
We don't. Just like I also thought Josh McDaniels was gonna take over for Bill Belichick when he retired, but obviously that didn't happen either. So.
Yeah, but Bill Belichick ain't retiring. Bill Belichick gonna coach till he die.
Bro, Bill Belichick is in his 70s. He getting close.
He gonna coach till he die.
All right. So
who you taking?
I already told you, I'm taking the Giants.
Oh, okay.
Wow. The Saints scored a field goal. We have a tie game.
Beautiful.
When I say here's the goal, the bottom of the goalpost, it went barely.
How far did he kick?
I don't know. My headphones are on, but it was a long field goal. I'm not gonna lie to you, it must travel. Because it started like this and it just kept doing this. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Andy Dalton's red thing that he got going on, like that don't look kind of fire. My man look like a Marvel character right now.
That is so crazy. Andy Dalton was a legit MVP candidate at one point.
Literally the biggest football star to ever come out of Katy High School is Andy Dalton. Still to this day.
He might be he's you know what? He's the best quarterback ever to come out of Texas Tech too. So
that's no.
I mean,
no. No. Patrick Mahomes is definitely better than him. No,
he came out of not Texas Tech. He came out of
TCU. He came out of
TCU. Yeah, TCU.
The horn. I was like, time out. I was about to revoke.
I meant TCU. I meant TCU. No mind. I meant TCU.
I was going to revoke your football card.
Yeah, Texas Christian. Yeah. Not Texas.
Gotcha. All right, on to another, which I said my hot scoring game of the weekend: Jaguars at Eagles. You've got arguably the hottest team in football with the Philadelphia Eagles, and quite frankly, you got what could be the two hottest teams because
you got the two hottest teams.
Well, a lot of people would say Miami until Thursday happened because Miami was also doing great things until Thursday happened. But I definitely think this is a resurgence for the Jags, which is a big deal. And I told you, just like we talked about on the podcast,
you picked the Jags to win the division.
I said Doug Peterson is the X factor for that team to turn around because he is a former NFL quarterback. He has already coached the team to a Super Bowl, and he is a very, very intelligent coach.
Yeah, speaking of that, he coached the Eagles to the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. That's why this game has so many like layers to it.
You know what? They haven't done me wrong yet. So I am going to. Where's this game at?
This game is in Philly.
Ew. Do I think Philadelphia is going to go 5? Is it 4 or 5-0? Is it 4 or 5?
4.
4. Give me my man from the East Side.
All right.
For those of you who don't know who don't know that it is Jalen Hurts. Give me my man from Houston.
I'm taking the Eagles in this game as well. I think the Eagles are just too hot. I don't think the Jaguars defense I don't think the Eagles defense can be had because we watched the Detroit Lions go up and down the field on them, but I don't think the Jaguars have an answer for Jalen Hurts' running ability.
Mark my words, just like you said, I think this is going to be the best offensive game this weekend. I really do. Even if it's not a high-scoring game, both quarterbacks are going for over 300 yards easily.
I can see that. I picked up Trevor Lawrence in my money league because I was very much on the fence about benching Patrick Mahomes in favor of him because I'm really worried about that matchup with the Buccaneers. But
yeah,
and I don't like Aaron Rodgers' matchup against the New England Patriots either. So I don't like either of my quarterbacks' matchups right now. But anyway, on to the next game. We have the Jets at the Steelers. This is going to be Zach Wilson's first game back. He is cleared. He is healthy. So now the Jets, CJ's punk-ass Jets, as we have dubbed them, will have their starting quarterback back. But this game is also in Pittsburgh. And Mitchell Trubisky is still the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers for now. And there's also no TJ Watt for the Pittsburgh.
Man, you pick first.
Give me the Steelers. I think Najee Harris has to carry this. I think Najee Harris has to carry this team to win.
I think Najee Harris is finally going to come alive and give you 100 yards and a touchdown against the Jets. And give me the Steelers. This is the week. Because if it's not this week against the Jets, then when? Then when are you? Then when? Because as the weeks go on,
the volume is there.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, this has to be the week. Granted, the game plan should be stack the box and play man to man outside because you got Mitchell Trubisky.
I would not do that because no, not because George Pickens on the outside and Deontay Johnson on the outside. I would not do that.
I get it, but I mean, still, do you really believe Mitchell Trubisky can beat you with his arm?
With those receivers, yes.
I don't think Mitchell Trubisky can beat you with his arm.
His arm don't have to be perfect; it just has to be sufficient. But all right. This is for me. If I had a soundbite, this would be the toilet bowl game of the weekend for me.
Wow.
Arizona Cardinals at the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, you know what? That's a hard game to pick.
It's still the toilet bowl game of the weekend. I think both of these teams are trash, but like even with the Raiders being 0-3, this is still two of the worst teams in football. Like they just can't seem to get right.
I don't think Carolina is trash. And I've been riding with Carolina. I don't think Carolina. At least I've been riding with the defense all year. I don't really know about.
I'm talking collective team. Like I've seen Baker Mayfield with Odell Beckham.
Well, yeah, Baker Mayfield is garbage.
Like I've seen him with better offensive receivers throw the ball to them more than he's throwing to a guy like DJ Moore.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield's trash. Let's not get you know what? Baker Mayfield is a new Tim Tebow for Skip Bayless.
Yeah, definitely that.
Everybody else he sucks besides Skip Bayless. All that being said, do I really want to take Carolina?
30 seconds left in the game. Minnesota is about to kick a field goal with 29 seconds left in this game on 4th and 10.
Give me Arizona. Give me Arizona. Right. I think Kyle will show up again against Carolina has a very underrated defense.
Yeah,
but I do have Hollywood Brown in CJ's league. I think Hollywood Brown is going to show up this week. So
yeah, I'm in the same boat with you. Despite these two teams not being very good, I'm still going to take Arizona in this game because Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, and DeAndre Hopkins is set to come back in 2 weeks, right? He got a 6-game suspension.
Yeah,
DeAndre Hopkins will come back and they'll right the ship. So yeah.
All right, we got 5 minutes left on the clock. We got 2 games left to pick. I will save that game. We'll switch the order. I'm gonna go to. We have a division game. We got the Broncos visiting the Raiders. I'm gonna stick with Denver. I think this is Denver's get right game. Denver looked okay against the Texans. They're trying to find themselves, but I think against the Raiders, I think the running backs show up and show out, and I think we get to find. I think we see Russ simmer, not cook yet. He's simmering. No saying the water getting ready to boil.
They're playing the Raiders.
Yes, in Vegas. Yes.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna say, ladies and gentlemen. If you have Cortland Sutton, Javonte Williams, or Denver's defense, this is your week. Give me Denver all day, every day. Russ is going to cook. I don't give a damn about the simmer, the boil, nothing. Russ is going to cook the Raiders defense. Plain and simple.
Minnesota hit the field goal. 24 seconds left. They're up 3, 28 to 25.
What's up, my cousin?
So
I love my cousin. I like my cousin.
On to the last game on the docket. Patriots at the Packers. No Mac Jones
Patriots
today.
At who's the away team?
The Patriots are.
Yeah, beautiful.
No Mac
Beautiful.
Jones in this
That's
game.
exactly why they're going to lose.
Yep. You got the homie Brian Hoyer playing today. No Jacoby Myers again. And that's really it. The Packers are starting to get healthy. Robert Tonyan is back. Alan Lazard is back. So I am going to take the Packers, but this game is going to be closer than it appears.
Wait. Did we only differ on one pick?
No, I'll tell you here in just a second. We differed on a few.
Okay.
But we're both taking the Packers in this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 minutes left. So let me go down what we've done so far. We both have the Cincinnati Bengals. We both have the Vikings. We both have the Bucks. I have the Rams. You have the Niners on Monday Night Football.
Oh, yeah.
We both have Cleveland. I have the Ravens. You have the Bills. We both have the Cowboys, Lions, Chargers. I have the Colts. You have the Titans. We both have the Giants, the Eagles, the Steelers, the Cardinals, the Broncos, and the Packers. So this is.
So we differ what in 4 picks?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Yeah, I think it's only 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. No, it's 3. We're only different 3.
Well, you have a lot of room to make up for this one. So.
Yes, I am aware, but I also can't gamble with my heart. It's a long season. It's only week 4.
Oh.
So if we end up with identical records, cool. At least I'm still only 4 behind. It's better than being 6, 8, and 10 behind, because that means there's still room to grow.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play the long game here. I won't gamble until absolutely necessary. Hell, last week, look what happened. I gambled and we ended up with the same record. So
for some fucking reason, we ended up with the same goddamn record.
So
that week 1 and week 2 is still carrying my record right now.
And week 3.
We ain't gonna talk about week 3 for you.
I had a good week 3. All right. 9 seconds left in the game. We have 1:15 on the clock here. The Saints are almost in field goal range. They're about 2 yards off field goal range right now.
Wow. Zach Jameis. Is Jameis playing?
Nope. Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton? I like Andy Dalton.
Out of bounds. Oh, that was a nice catch, but he was out of bounds.
Speaking of Andy Dalton, Cincinnati was never trash under Andy Dalton's watch.
It's true. I'm trying to see.
They just weren't. They just weren't great.
Nah,
in the year, Andy Dalton's best year, which was the year he should have won MVP, he had the concussion and got knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking sucked. So.
No, Chris Olave, this ain't college. 61-yard attempt by New Orleans. Just in case we get kicked out of this thing, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Brews and Q's. Week 4 picks are official. And I am your boy, Mr. GQ.
I'm your mama's favorite DJ Micah B.
And the clock expired.
Boom, boom. Kinfolk Kirk, what's up, baby?
We'll probably get kicked out of this one, but I'm going to keep watching.